Head of Tigray Interim Administration Getachew Reda along his cabinet welcomed ambassadors of Denmark, Norway to Ethiopia, as well as head of European Union delegation to Ethiopia in his office this late morning. The ambassadors and delegates said their visit aims at extending agricultural support, provision of food assistance, and construction of food security projects in collaboration with other stakeholders.
So the original idea of the mission today was actually to ask our partners that also support the agriculture sector to join us and come together to see what we have been able to support, but of course most of all to meet with you and to meet with your people, your administration. So I'm very happy that we were able to gather a small team.
Your region in the rebuilding in this difficult phase you're in. Just to on the topic of the visit, the original topic of the visit on food security and support to ATI, we have been able to mobilize some further funds to support ATI, but also two more organizations addressing food security in Tigray and other regions of Ethiopia. So we're really turning every stone to see in what ways we can support this region and other regions in a very difficult time for the country.
So you know that we are supporting reconstruction in the energy sector as well. But here it's really the opportunity to see, for me to see the impacts, the outcomes of the first phase of this project, and to see maybe the complementary needs for the next phase. So yeah, you can really sure we will remain committed on this food security project, but also, I mean, on the long term, to see how we can contribute to improving the productivity of farmers here in the region.
The ambassador of Denmark to Ethiopia, Kira Smith, stressed her country is seriously following the investigations of human rights atrocities during the Tigray war.
The human rights investigations is, of course, something high on our minds. It's something that the EU is following closely, but Denmark has invested and are supporting both the OHCHR and the Ethiopian National Human Rights Commission. Most of the atrocity has been done here in your region, and of course in Afar and Amhara.
Commending the European ambassadors for what they have done so far, head of Tigray Interim Administration Getachew Reda says many are still in their situation and pleads the federal government to discharge its responsibility in withdrawing Eritrean forces to resettle IDPs.
I know what you've been doing for Tigray, and your support means a lot in terms of deepening peace, in terms of helping us extricate our people out of the series of challenges that they find themselves in. As you know, we've been in a very debilitating conflict, war that has destroyed not only hundreds of thousands of lives, but more importantly, livelihoods. We want to continue to engage the federal government, and it has to discharge its responsibility towards getting the Eritreans to live sovereign Ethiopian territory, which by political accident is also part of Tigray. So we still have tens of thousands of people who are not in a position to feed themselves, not because they cannot, but rather because they are not allowed to do so. So the federal government, we hope and expect, would still discharge this part of the responsibility.